We back, motherfuckers. It's Jae Jones in the building. Y'all know what time it is. Drop that beat.
Drew on the keys on this shit now.
What up, everybody? We are back in the building. The Man Cave Sports Podcast is in the building. We back. Y'all can see us now. We belong on the Tizu. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing over there, man? Got G Money, Willie P in the building. How y'all feeling?
What's up, man?
As y'all can see, G coming straight from voluntary workouts down in Cowboys camp. Willie fresh off his DIY project, do it your own project. I'm straight off the OnlyFans project over here.
Let's
you
do
know
it.
What I'm saying? How y'all feel? How was y'all week, man? How was your week off?
Oh man, week off was cool. I want to know how your OnlyFans going though. Making money over there?
They call me Jay the Gigolo, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make it happen, baby. Shaking and baking, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
Yeah, man. It's tough out here. Gas, food, all that shit, man. Come against me, baby.
I hear you. I most definitely hear you. Do it yourself. I feel you.
G Money, how you feeling, man?
Hey, yo, I just got back from a fucking 64-hour road trip around the country. I am glad I'm sitting in the basement, man cave style. Let's fucking talk sports. It's been a while.
Baby.
Let's get it going, man. Y'all make sure y'all roll up y'all J's, keep them lit. You know what I'm saying? Grab your drink, chill out, cool out. We on all your streaming platforms. Y'all can see the faces behind the voice. So y'all know what it is. But before we jump into it, let me just shout this out real quick. 613 Faye Productions on YouTube. 613 Faye Productions on Facebook. 613 Faye DMV on IG. And 613 Faye Productions on Twitter. I wanted to shout that out real quick. So, fellas, like y'all said, there was a lot going on. First, we heard an interview from Colin Kaepernick, man, over on the I Am Athlete podcast. Colin Kaepernick made some interesting statements, man. He said one of his quotes said, "I have unfinished business on that front. He's been to the Super Bowl. He was one play away, and he needs to finish that." I don't know if y'all heard the interview, but if you did, what were your thoughts? And what do you think that him speaking out gives him a better opportunity to get back in the league, or do you think that he still doesn't have a chance of getting him back into the league?
G Money.
Yo, hey, I love Cap. I'm all for everything he does. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get that opportunity to finish unfinished business because it's a business in the NFL, and these owners are all about they're thinking bad business, even though it has nothing to do with them. Anything his jersey sells. He sells stuff and everything. If that's what the owners are complaining about, but it's the white man in the owner box. That's the problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say because on the podcast he said his jersey sold out. Business was doing better when when he was in the league. So, and the NFL is supposed to be Black Lives Matter and racism, all the slogans in the NFL. So, Willie, what you think, man? You think he's got a shot of getting back into the league, even as a backup? Because he made a statement that if I have to come in as a backup, that's fine, but that's not where I'm staying. So, Willie, do you think he can get in as a backup?
I think he got high expectations for some shit that I think is in the past. I don't even know why he feel like he's owed any goddamn thing, to tell you the truth.
Shit.
I understand why he feel like he's owed the job, but I, I, I I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it a little differently or something. But he said he got unfinished business.
Yeah. He
That was
said,
long ago. That's like something I didn't finish in high school or something.
Yeah. Like that lost me. I'm like, what? What are we holding on to? I
man,
think
he trying to get that chip, man. You know, as a kid, you grow up to be in the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. He got there. He was one play away. So he said, you know, he trying to get back.
I mean, at the end of the day, I would say absolutely he deserves an opportunity to be back in NFL. You know, like you say, even if as a backup, um, but I don't. I mean, maybe it's good for him, but I don't know if it's good for him. I don't know if him holding on to this one play and this feeling like he's owed something is good for you. You know, even
Yeah.
as an athlete, to be motivated by something that should just he got a lot to be motivated by. You know, that seemed like some personal, division within inside himself type shit. But more power to Cap for sure. You know,
Yeah, I just think that it's um he's always stated that he wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? Ever since they somewhat ever since they blackballed him, he's always said that he wanted to play, even going back to 2020 when he had the workout, kind of controversial workout where it got moved a few times. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of backlash, but he said that he wanted to play. He thanked the teams that came out, told the owners, basically like, he told the coaches to tell the owners, don't be scared. Everybody said he looked pretty good. So he's always wanted to play, and he's always voiced that opinion that he wanted to play. I wanted to ask y'all, why do y'all think he gave this interview? Like, why now do you think he came out and spoke about or gave this interview? Do you think it's because he's getting older, or do you think that it's a little bit more opportunities available now in the league? Because Pete Carroll always speaks highly of him, and now he's got a position open. So do you think he's got the opportunity now?
I mean, he's always. I feel like he's always had an opportunity in the NFL to be a player there, be a starter or a backup. The opportunity's always been there for him. I mean, the capability of him more like of being able to be a backup or a starter in the league since back in the day. It's always been there, but he hasn't got the opportunity more so, really. And like the comments he made about being a backup, I think that's big of him. Like if he don't mind being a backup, I think teams are more open. Hopefully they're more open to signing him because of that. The only thing that they're probably worrying about is like, hey, we signed him as a backup. It's going to make a lot of noise sometimes, and it can start rumblings in the locker room more so.
But Jacksonville just signed Tim Tebow. That man hadn't played for like 5 or 6 years, and then they signed him at a position that he never even played.
Oh, that was Urban Meyer, man. Urban Meyer.
I'm just saying though, like I get what you're saying. Like I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be a bit of a a little bit of media and whatever talks behind the in the locker room or whatever. But I think him getting there is no real different than Eric Reed getting signed by the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Tim Tebow coming back. I mean, it's always a circus when Tim Tebow is in the building. So why not give Cap that at least the backup, or at least bring him in, and like he said, bring him in. If he's not good, then let him go. That's all I say.
Long shot of hell, but
Yeah,
I wish you the best.
I don't know. I was actually the interview podcast a little disappointed too, but and that's just because they sound like they were informed. They weren't informed of why he was taking a stance, and they seemed like they didn't really know like the next steps, and kept saying he didn't do this and he didn't do that. But we know in the NFL or any professional business, like if you want to contact somebody, you can contact them. You know what I'm saying, and see what's going on. So that was my take from the interview for the most part. But we'll see. The draft is getting ready to come up. It's a few opportunities, at least starting positions open for Kaepernick. So we're gonna see, if he gets that opportunity to get invited to a camp. So
Go get that one play and go get that ring.
hey man, he just want to get signed. He just want to be signed, man. He just trying to get back in the league. And it's crazy because people be saying like, oh well, he got, he had the settlement. He took the settlement back in 2019, but I think Eric Reed took the settlement too, and he was still able to play. So, I mean, why not Cap? You know what I'm saying? Why not Cap? I mean, he's better than shit. I know he's better than the backup on my team. I don't know about y'all.
He's definitely better than backups out there for sure. No doubt about it.
Probably better than my starting quarterback. So
we will have to see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I hope we get that opportunity, but just like y'all, like G said, I don't know. We're gonna see. Pete Carroll should be really trying to bring him in though too, because he always talking big, talking big about him. So
I mean, is he interracial?
Who?
Kaepernick.
I think so, but they're not gonna see that. They call me. They ain't gonna see that. I think he is though. I think his mom is white. Looking back at the Netflix series, he was saying I think his mom is white, and I think his dad, or it's vice versa. But
Very great series.
His mom is white. Yeah.
Actually.
So
yeah, it was a good series.
Definitely a good series.
Yeah, it was just like Cap is right now, But this series, Cap, go Cap.
Go Cap. So, all right. Well, moving from one 49er to the possible another 49er might be on the way out. Deebo Samuel requested a trade from the San Francisco 49ers after saying that he was going to hold off on camp until he got an extension. Where do you think Deebo lands, and what were your thoughts when you heard that Deebo was requesting a trade out of San Francisco?
Wow.
It's been that kind of offseason. The NFL keeps NFLing.
That's it. That came out of left field, and I know some San Fran people, and he was not expecting this. That's for sure.
That shit happened quick. Happened quick, man. It was like on Monday, they were like him, AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin. They were all holding out from voluntary workouts, and then the next day, Deebo was like, "Yeah, I want to trade." So,
and it's still a lot of he said, she said out there about this, rumors and stuff. Deebo's came out there and said, "Look, whatever. The only people that know about this is me and the owners." So he said reporters making shit up type stuff. So we'll see. There's been a lot of reports though. A lot of reports about reasons why. What you think, Willie?
I was hearing some things like he didn't like the way he was being utilized, on the football field.
Yeah.
But you said that ain't really what's going on.
Well, nah, he said it.
Oh, he said that he does have a problem with. Okay.
Yeah, he said he don't want to be that hybrid. He don't want to play running back and receiver. And I get
it. I mean, I do too. You know what I'm saying? As a football player or as just an athlete, a player of a sport, you would like to be identified as something specific, so to speak, a shooting guard, a wide receiver. But like you just said, a hybrid these days. I think everything is hybrid, and he had his best season out of his 3 seasons, I believe it was, in the NFL. When his team went far, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I think that's why you have coaches, because they may see something that you don't, you know what I'm saying? And if that's the reason, I think it's a real selfish and real, like, kind of petty reason, especially in this day and time.
But if you're going to use him as a hybrid, pay the man. Like, if you're going to use him as a hybrid, like, why not pay him? Like that Bama, Debo was like 40%, if not more, 60% of their offense.
That's just like what all of these folks that's going on this holdout with either Arthur Brown and Debo and my man over here.
Said my man's government name over here, man.
I'm calling him Arthur all night, but even Arthur Brown, all of them, man, like Terry over here in Washington, they basically doing what we was talking about, right? They being bullies. They being bullies.
You know what? You know what started all this?
Jacksonville.
Christian Kirk get in the bag. He got paid 4 years, $84 million. That's $21 million a year. And these guys are like Christian fucking Kirk. Look at my fucking stats. This is like the Flacco deal that fucked up all quarterbacks. This is getting paid stupid money.
But Flacco won the Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter. He's not.
I'm just saying.
Holder.
I'm just saying. At least Flacco won the Super Bowl. Christian Kirk didn't even sniff the Super Bowl, bro. Like, yeah, Jacksonville again. Jacksonville being Jacksonville, fucking up the market, man. So these players, man, they see their value, man. They see Christian Kirk getting 21 mil, and they see Stephon Diggs and Devontae Adams and all those guys getting bags. Hell yeah, they want their bag.
Now something about like it always comes down to the money. Let's be real with the contracts and everything. I feel like so, like we said, he's a hybrid. So San Fran could have went out and be like, look, you know, you're not technically not a receiver. We want to pay you kind of running back money almost type thing. So top receiver money is $27 million a year. Top running back money is $16 million a year. That's a big difference when it comes down to it.
But he gonna tell you I'm not no running back, because if you look at his stats, Debo played 16 games. He had 77 receptions, 1,405 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Yep. As a running back, he only had
59 carries.
Yeah, he only had 59 carries. So he gonna but he did have 8 touchdowns though. Yeah, but he gonna tell me. Yeah, he gonna tell you, I don't want that. I want wide receiver money. So I don't know, man. What y'all think some good landing spots? Where y'all think who gonna trade for him? Does he go before the draft? Does he go after the draft?
I mean,
don't say Washington either.
Nah, part of me feels a part of me really feel like we talk about it and we say, like, I think to a certain extent they need to really play out their contracts. You know what I'm saying? You got a year left. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck that.
I mean, a part of me understands, but another part of me is just like, come on, man. Like, I hear you, but it's. I mean, I ain't against it, but it's different, man. Like, since when can you just? It's different. You can just bully a motherfucker now. Like, I'm trying to get paid. I ain't about to play for no $2.9 million when somebody else got paid 28. Even though that's been my contract for the last 3 years.
But the thing is, though, this is the only reason why I say I don't mind you now. That Ben Simmons shit, like when you got 4 years on your contract, that's a little different. But when you like on your last year and you've outplayed your contract the last 2 or 3 years, like you deserve to get that money, bro. Like you deserve, because what ends up happening is that last year, because you know that last year you get hurt, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we ain't gonna pay you shit. So I gotta get the bag while I'm hot. And I just seen these other dudes, Christian Kirk, just get a bag that ain't even put up half the numbers that I put up. So why the fuck am I gonna go to camp when I'd have been putting up numbers the last 2 to 3 years? I want my bag.
If I'm a coach, I'm like, he's
supposed to get paid $4 million this year. He got paid. He got 4-year contract for $7 million. So he's putting a little bit of time for it. So he deserves something. But
yeah, most definitely he deserves the bag without a doubt.
All three of them deserve the bag. Like all three of them outplayed their contract.
I mean, absolutely. I
feel what you're saying. If it was if it was Christian Kirk and it was his last year and he was like, I I'm holding out till I get another contract. Then I'll be like, but when you outperform your contract, nah, you gotta give me that bag. Like, I'm sorry, my service, because you gotta think you gotta think like wide receivers and running backs, they only get like 2 contracts maybe throughout their whole time. Like their rookie contract, they may get 1 big deal, maybe a second big deal, depending on the type of year they have. So you got to cash in while you can. And, it ain't like the NBA with the NBA money guaranteed other than Deshaun Watson. But, you got to get that bag, Willie. Come on. Yeah, Willie, come on, baby. You got to get that bag, baby. Come on, man.
Nah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I'm most definitely with it. I'm just, like I said, if I'm an owner, I'm like, fuck you, sit out if you want to. I don't care.
Man, just if you look on the basketball side, look what happened to DeMarcus Cousins and Isaiah Thomas that play for the Celtics. Like Isaiah Thomas was about to get paid. And then he ended up having hip surgery and he ain't got a big contract since. And same with DeMarcus Cousins. He was about to get paid and he tore his ACL on like the last play of the game and never got that contract. You know what I'm saying? So
most definitely, I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, from that standpoint, from that standpoint, I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely can dig it. From the player standpoint, you already know I'm pro player. I'm sorry, my mistake, but I'm pro player for sure. I believe the NBA especially is really, showing their kahunas, and they like, yeah, we run this. And I think that's what we see in the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? But from the owner side, maybe I already said too much. But
I get it, man. You can't have everybody saying they want a new contract, and everybody don't outperform their contract. You know what I'm saying? You got special players, so they know it.
They do know. They do know.
And they know they lowballing these athletes when they come in. If it's not like the first 5 to 10 picks, like they know them contracts are some. I don't want to say some shit because they more than what all 3 of us are making, but it's not. They know that them dudes are worth more than what they getting, so they lowballing them off the break. But they don't have no leverage to really negotiate. Now they got leverage.
Yeah, true. Could I say it about 6 months from now? I'm about to go ask, like you said, we ain't being paid, but I'm about to go get some more money about 6 months.
Hey man, hey, OnlyFans, bro, OnlyFans, my guy.
Yeah, I got some side things popping. I thought about the OnlyFans though.
I'm saying, you know, man.
Hey,
it's always there for subscription, baby. It's always there. It's at the tip of your thumbs, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta tell nobody, and
I can dig it. I even thought about putting the mask on, covering myself up.
Oh shit! Hey, G, let him borrow that helmet, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Helmet. Well, not that motherfucking helmet, though. You know what I'm saying? We already got it established. Commanders fans over here.
Yeah, you gotta get the new helmet and shit.
Yeah, we Washington fans over here. This where we base. Where my man G at? Let my man G talk to you for a minute. They'll tell you about. Shit. I don't know what he got going on over there, but G Money.
Gee, man, you gotta do the rest of the podcast with the helmet on, at least the football spot, the rest of the football session, man.
That shit ain't coming back on. That shit is way too fucking time.
Yeah, I'm just G Money. He represent the Cal. I will give you respect because this is our first show, and we live and live in color. So he represent the Cowboys.
Let's go. Y'all should already know who I represent off the last 9 episodes.
Cowboys, baby. Come on.
Oh man. It's almost that time of year again, huh?
We got rid of a 19. We can use another 19, right? Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna say, hey, speaking of your Cowboys, man, your tight end, Dalton, what's his name? Schultz. He was like, man, fuck Amari Cooper. We better than him, man. What's your thoughts on that, man? I want to ask you that.
I didn't read the article in depth. I thought it was like we need to get better type thing. That's what I got from it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think he said that we're better without him because that's definitely not at all.
I don't know. He got on there talking his shit. I said, oh Nobody popping off. He must think he gonna get some passes. He was hot though last year because he was hot in fantasy football. So yeah, man. Another player holding out for an extension is Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray said, "Fuck y'all, I'm not presenting the Cardinals. I took all that shit off my IG, my social media pages." The Cardinals came back and was just like, "You're immature. You know, you're the reason why we didn't win the playoff games." Do y'all think Kyler Murray is gonna get this contract, his extension before the season, or you think he goes into the season with a holdout?
My take, he's gonna get paid. They're gonna pay Kyler Murray. I don't think they're dumb. I don't think he got anybody dumb enough to not pay this kid.
You think they trade him? Do you think he should leave?
They're not trading him. They already got rid of Blake. I think it was Blake Bortles he drafted there as the number one guy. No,
Josh Rosen. Yeah.
He drafted him, realized the mistake real quick. Got Kyler Murray.
Oh, man. How can y'all say it was a mistake? He never he played one season, right? But it was on like the shittiest team. They were so sorry. How can you I'm not gonna say poor Josh Rosen because that motherfucker's still in the NFL getting paid, but
right. He's had his chance. Obviously, you're gonna get your chances, and you can see what you can see what other people see usually. And if it's there, it's there. Talent shine.
So, G, you think he gets his bread before the season?
Hell yeah, you got to pay this man. I mean, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb with your organization. Pay this guy.
They dumb. They paid the coach Cliff Kingsbury, which is the reason why Kyler Murray got there, and they paid the general manager. So why they don't pay Kyler? Why? That's what I don't get, right? They fired Steve Wilkes. They fired Josh Rosen, traded him to bring in Cliff Kingsbury, who had no NFL experience. The motherfucker, I think he had just got fired from Texas Tech. They bring him to the NFL to pair him with Kyler Murray. They pay everybody else, the general manager and the head coach, but they don't want to pay Kyler Murray.
Well, when you pay money, that type of money to a quarterback, you kind of fuck yourself for every other roster spot. We're about to feel that in the Cowboys situation right now. We gave Dak the big bag last year, and look, we're cutting people already. It's a problem in the league until the salary cap goes like stupid sky high, where you can get away with dumping brink trucks on quarterbacks. That's the major problem. Flacco, it all started with him.
Nah, but it came back alive when Deshaun Watson got $230 million guaranteed. So I'm not saying
every quarterback tops the quarterback that just got paid. It just keeps going.
But how you gonna pay the head coach when the head coach they hadn't got to the playoffs till this year? They paid that man at the beginning of last year. How you pay him before you pay your quarterback? And he the reason you there. Man. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm interested to see what Kyler Murray gets, because whatever Kyler Murray gets, Lamar Jackson is in the background, like with the Birdman hand rub, like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he got that. I need double that because I've been to the playoffs. I won MVPs and I was on the Madden cover. Willie, what you think? You think Kyler Murray gonna get his bag, or you think he going into the season saying what Deshaun Watson said, "Fuck y'all, I ain't playing for y'all," and then he might have cases?
No, I think he get his bag. I mean, I'm with G on that shit, man. If you don't pay him, you know you a big fool, because he is the reason why you are where you are. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say fuck Kyler, you know what I'm saying, because I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of yeah, fuck Kyler, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he most definitely deserved to be paid. But you know, he was on his stand a couple months ago, and then he let him knock him off his rocker and shit. So that's why I was kind of like fuck Kyler, because I was like, all right, here we go again and shit. Why you didn't stand on that 2 months ago? And now you want to come back to it. You know, somebody got into his ear like, look, man, we about to go to the season. But
if you want your bag, you gotta apologize. He should have said fuck them and rolled out. He should literally he should demand a trade. I think he should leave. I think they tried to assassinate his character and some more shit. I would leave. Fuck them. That's just me. Get your bag elsewhere. Anybody 31 other teams to pay to have Kyler Murray right now.
Hell yeah.
So fuck them. That's just me.
Yeah, I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm just saying, like, they try to tear his character down. Like, when you start going after a person or a player's character, man, I think it's time to roll. And that's your quarterback. So if you go at your quarterback like that, imagine how you going at other position players and shit like that. Like, damn, you went at Kyler like that, and that's he the reason we even compatible. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. The NFL draft gonna be next week, man. G, we gonna need you with that helmet back on though, with some shoulder pads.
It'll stay in the background. It'll stay in the background for us.
We're gonna boo your ass like they do the commissioner every time he come up there.
People gonna hate on the great, you know.
I know. Oh man, what you think y'all gonna get? What y'all looking for? Anything in particular that you would like to see your team draft?
For us, yeah. I mean, I would love to have a receiver drop to us there. Phil Amari Coopers, because I feel like we need a cheap, good receiver, but also we always need to go defense. I feel like if we get a safety out there, another inside lineman type joint, there's so many different routes we can go. We gonna need an offensive lineman now. We letting people go, let offensive lineman go. There's a lot of routes. I might
go down to Dallas. I might go down there for voluntary workouts and shit.
Good luck.
Hey, fuck it. I'll make it work. If you give me for that one of them bags, I'll make it work. I'll be in that motherfucker. Slim and thin.
What? Yeah. Every day, all day. You know what you doing? I'm in here.
Yeah, I'm in here. I'm here. I'm in here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Hey, Willie, before we get the draft going.
The lights off. Come clean our equipment, Jake.
Yeah, hey, give me the bag, man.
I take that too. I take the water boy. Give me the water boy. I take the water boy. I ain't gonna lie.
As long as it's a decent bag attached to it, I'm gonna do it for maybe a season, capitalize, and I'm out. Fuck yeah. Put that on my resume. You gotta watch how you word it on your resume, though. You don't want to be like I was the ball boy, you know. Shining up balls and shit. Pause on that. So. But man. Willie, you got any predictions, for your team before we go into the NFL draft segment of the podcast next week? Anybody in particular, any position?
I can't really tell you a player, but I know if I'm going defense, we need a cornerback or we need a safety. We need somebody on that backfield. I always will take a quarterback though. That's just me. Sometimes I'm quarterback crazy, but I always will take a quarterback. Let them duel it out, and whoever come out on top.
I think Scary Terry was the quarterback too. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Hey man, Scary Terry might as well come to Nashville, man. Might as well come to Nashville, man. We signed both of them, AJ and Ted.
Man, I hope not, man. I hope they get it right. Like, for real, I hope they get it right, because if not, we most definitely gonna we already need a receiver, but I hope they get it right. I hope they most definitely take care of them. I hope they, find something to happen with them. But I just want a cornerback, man. I want somebody in that backfield, reminiscent of Sean Taylor, rest in peace. Somebody big, man. We had a lot of small defenders back then.
Yeah, and since you brought up rest in peace, man, we can't not say rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins. I'm sorry. He played high school football here in the DMV area at Bullis High School. before going on to the Ohio State and then being drafted into the pros, man. We didn't get a chance to say anything last week, but we definitely want to send our condolences to his friends and family, and may he rest in peace, man. That was terrible news to wake up to. So
Yeah, Ron, changed the whole dynamic of my morning, most definitely. My whole day, you know what I'm saying, for real,
yeah,
but yeah, I mean,
yeah.
changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah, young kid too, man. 24, man. I don't want to say kid, young man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So,
in all essence of the word, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say it like that, but he was a kid, but to give him his due diligence, he was a young man. But when we talked about time, he was a kid, man.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, man. Definitely wanted to say, condolences to his family and rest in. I'm sorry, condolences. Yeah, to his family and rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins, man. Um, on another situation or on another switching gears. Got the NBA playoffs here, baby. I need y'all predictions, man. I need y'all picks. G, I'm gonna start with you, G. Me and Willie put our picks on Facebook, man. I want to hear what you got, man. What you got over there? We do understand that the series have started, but
Oh
go ahead and
yeah.
give us your picks, bro.
A little cheat now, right? The series started a little bit, so
Yeah.
my numbers might be adjusted or they stay the same. I don't know.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably.
Well,
Hey, you tell me the series and we can go from there. I got them all ready.
we
All
got
right.
go for it.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead, William. I'm about to get this lemon water popping over here, bro.
We got the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves currently where we at, you know what I'm saying, this day and time. They about to finish fourth quarter, 10 seconds. Grizzlies about to take that one 104-95. So you can start with that first adjustment because I know that ain't what I had happening. But anyway.
And before you give that prediction, as we were recording this, Memphis was down 20 in like the third. Yeah, they was getting their ass beat, cracked. Pause. And then I looked up and it was 88-88. And then I looked back up and they won the game.
Like, yeah.
John Morant had like 5 points. What the fuck just happened? Go ahead, G. Drop your picks.
Hey, I got the Grizz in this matchup. I got it going 6 games. We're gonna be up 2-1 right now. So that's my pick for this one. We can talk about it more though.
Let's go. Let's talk about it, man. That's what we here for.
Get it. In the regular season matchups, they were 2-2. All games were pretty much close, except there was one 43-point blowout by the T-Wolves won that one November 20th. That was the biggest one. So every game was pretty close. The 2 high-scoring teams in the number one and number 2 team in the NBA is scoring per game, everything. So it's going to be a high-scoring game every game. But Ja Morant, the grit, I just think they're too much for the Wolves all around.
I'm gonna challenge you on this because all 4 games, Desmond Bane didn't play in those games. He was out all 4 games. So I think that's a key point. He just had 26 tonight. So that was a huge factor, in all 4 of those games. But I got Memphis in 7. Willie, what you got on that series?
Man, I think I posted it somewhere, but I think I had the T-Wolves in like 5 or 6, something like that. But
they was gonna get them folks up out of there.
Nah, for real, like off of game 1, because I had the little cheat on game 1, so that psyched me up a little bit. But yeah, man, like Ja and them folks, man, they came back with like, nah, okay.
Yeah. And the best part of this series, man, is Karl Anthony Towns and Ja Morant's dad, man. Seeing their dads both at the games, man, talking trash and talking shit, man. That's a hell of a feeling, you know what I'm saying, to see, your son in the NBA. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. All right, next series, man. Next series, what you got for him, Willie? Throw out the next series.
Yeah, I'm about to say what we have. Yeah, I was gonna let you go back go to it, but let me see.
All right, I got you. We're gonna go with Dallas and Utah. Utah.
Dallas and Utah. Dallas and
No
Utah.
Luca. No Luca.
No,
I'm looking at my pick, and I'm actually about to switch this joint because I feel Luka might.
Oh man.
Here, I got Jazz in 6. It's 1-1 right now, but I feel if Luka comes back, I think that changes the whole dynamic. And I'm switching my shit right now. I'm going Mavs, and I'm gonna go 7. I won't go to 6. I won't go to 6. I'll go 7. Mavs is 7 against Utah. They're the team. I just think that all around they're a better team, in my opinion. But I got y'all talk first.
Willie, what you have on this series?
shit, man. I had Jazz. What we talking about? The Jazz series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Jazz in 4. I had the Jazz sweeping.
This must have been after Willie heard that Luka must have heard something we ain't hear. He must have heard Luka was gonna be out for the series or something like that.
He could really be out for the series. There's no doubt about it.
I think he is gonna be out. I think they bullshitting us.
Yeah, he could be out for the series, but I don't know. I just I don't know, man. I ain't sold on Luka. I think I already said this, but I ain't sold on.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it a little later too. Yeah, I got a question for you. I'm not sold on the Jazz. Like the Jazz, like they're losing now, I believe.
Man.
And Jalen Brunson dropped 41 on them last game.
Brunson had a good game out that joint. He's having a hell of a postseason. He was averaging 16 a game in the regular season. Postseason, I mean, it's only been 2 games. Don't get me wrong, but he's averaging 32 right now. He's averaging 32. That's double his regular season average.
Hell yeah, it is. And he come off the bench. Well, I'm sure he's starting now because it's Luka. But it's something about Utah, man. I just don't trust Utah in the postseason. Although I did pick Utah to win this series, and the only reason I picked them to win this series is because of Luka not being available. I didn't think he was going to be available, so I went with Utah, and Utah still making me like the fuck, man. And I'm not saying Dallas is a bad team at all, but I would just think they're missing their main guy. They have their 2 superstars. They have their whole roster. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I think I had Utah in 6 in that series.
Luka is the most highly used player in the entire league percentage-wise. Like, everything runs through Luka for Dallas. So with him out, that's a complete game changer. But Max Kleber comes this joint. He's averaging 17 points. He had 8 3-pointers in game 2. 8 3-pointers.
Why?
Utah's bullying them. They're averaging almost 20 more rebounds from them right now. It's at like 19 and a half or something. So
Utah, man.
Rebounds, but the Mavs ain't missing, I guess.
Utah again. I don't trust Utah. They came into the playoffs looking bad. They're in the playoffs looking bad. They're losing tonight. So we're gonna see how that goes. Now I'm gonna throw you another series that's got real interesting. Phoenix and the Pelicans. Now that Devin Booker is hurt, what you got, G? What you got? I'm gonna go to Willie first. Who you have on in that series, Willie?
I had Phoenix going all the way, at least in hopes for sure. Yeah, but I had Phoenix going all the way. This is a huge game changer. It's devastating.
Yeah, I'm with you. I said, God damn.
Yeah,
he dropped 31 in the first half and dapped up the baby. Not the rapper, the baby, but the little baby. I make sure it makes motherfuckers. He didn't dap up the baby. The baby wasn't there. No, motherfuckers. The little kid.
The baby was there. Somebody would have got beat up. It's like, no. Let me stop.
But, man.
It most definitely changed the dynamic of the whole playoffs.
Series. Fuck yeah.
It happens. It happens. You know, it most definitely happens. But it's one of those things that you don't like to see happen. You would like to have the best players on the floor. You would like to have the best games and series that you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Um, man. A question that I did have was C.J. McCullough. You think he
Woo!
was the best move that was made, during the season? Because he really is over there
By
making
far,
some things
he's fucking cooking.
happen.
He's
He's
good.
cooking with fucking Cajun and jerk chicken and rice. He's cooking up that motherfucker, bruh.
He just fit right on there like he at home, huh?
Yeah, man. Even Dame Lillard was like, man, I'm jealous watching him in the playoffs, man. Like,
Oh
yeah, man. Like, bro,
yeah,
cooking.
he getting it. Yeah, he most definitely getting it there.
He is,
I'm like,
man. And every
he
time
like
I watched him, go ahead.
nah, he just said I ain't come this far to just lie down for damn sure. Like
Nah,
he
man.
out there on this thing.
And every time I watch them right now, all I say is, damn, if they had another player like a 3 or 4, a wing player or a big guy. Oh, if they had Zion, you know what I'm saying? Like, geez, these dudes would be tough as shit, man. Like, man, if they had Zion, man.
I told y'all, man, they need to just fucking bring him back. Whether he plays 10 minutes a fucking game, 12 minutes, 7 minutes, I don't care. Put that big man on the floor. Let him get 10 rebounds, 10 points. Peace out. I'm gonna sit on the bench, watch the rest of this game, whatever you want to call it. But this is management or whatever. Like y'all got a big shot here right now with Devin Booker.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
This is an advantage where y'all take them down. That whole Western bracket opens wide open. It is wide open after that, pretty much. Y'all take the 1 seed out. Like these guys, they're on the floor. They got no care in the world. They're here on free money, pretty much. Like, yo, we in this joint. There's a foot on the dance floor. Let's fucking go. And I got the Suns in 6, but let's go.
I had Phoenix in 5, bro. I really didn't see New Orleans having a chance. I figured they get one maybe at home. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody ball out, but with Devin Booker going down, the way that they looked in that second half, trouble. And I want to shout out Willie Green, man, the head coach in the Pelicans, man. I know he probably won't win Coach of the Year, but bruh, he's turned that team around. They love playing for him, man. I think they started off the year 1-12. They made the trade for CJ. Shit, y'all know the rest. So Willie Green out there doing his thing.
Jonas Valanciunas, whatever.
Yeah,
he's averaging 14 and 19 right now for only 2 games, but you can put a 14 and 19 already, averaging that joint. So he's doing the big body work down that joint. Ingram balling, averaging 27 and a half, 8 and 6. McCollum's doing exactly what he did in the regular season, 24, 8 and 7.
McCollum does. Yep.
They're
only if you had this one guy, I can't remember his name again. Refresh my memory. Zion. Only if you had Zion.
Yeah,
I mean, geez.
360 dunks, right?
I mean, hey, foot looks fucking phenomenal to me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, hey, I'm with you. At first, G, I was kind of like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now, you gotta at least get him. Yeah, you gotta get him at least in some Form 4 drills and some, see if he can go by game 4 or something like that. Like what Brooklyn's doing with Ben Simmons. So, but keeping it in the West, the last matchup, Denver and Golden State, who is playing right now, and Jordan Poole just hit a 3. Who you got, G?
I got Warriors in 5 in this joint. I think they're my pick to be in the finals for them.
Ooh,
like Warriors, I think they're all healthy, I guess, right now, kind of, if you want to say that. They're all on the court. They're all on the court, right? That's all you. that kind of squad, man. Like they're gonna get it.
Yeah. Willie was hot on me about this pick on when I posted it on Facebook. He said, "Man, what the fuck?" No, it wasn't. It was this pick and the Toronto pick, but I picked Denver. This is before, of course, the playoffs, before they played. I didn't know how Steph was going to look, and I didn't know he was going to be on restricted minutes, and I was just like, I think Jokic and Aaron Gordon, in the little squad might, give him some run. I didn't think they were going to be, gelling this quick, but like my homeboy said, man, them dudes don't need chemistry. But when Draymond came back, they didn't seem like they had any chemistry. So I picked Denver to win in 6. Unfortunately I gotta take that L because I really doubt that they're gonna win it. But especially with Jordan Poole cooking the way that he's been cooking lately, that motherfucker's been on fire, and he's still on fire as he just got an and 1. So I'm gonna probably take an L on that one and look bad per usual. Willie, what's your pick?
I think the 2 sweeps that I think I had like 3 sweeps in this shit, but the 2 sweeps that still had to change is this one. I think Golden State is sweep. I think that's sweep. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't think that Steph needed any time to really gel, so to speak. Steph is Steph. Like I said, I think he was going to draw attention regardless. Draymond, a little bit different player. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of player where he's going to have to find a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? He just can't run out there like he's the boogie man and try to scare everybody. He really going to have to get into his form and shit. So, when he looked a certain way and the team looked a certain way, just like with Klay. Even Klay, when he came back, they looked, they didn't look like, oh, wow.
He wasn't Klay of what we were used to, but that motherfucker getting there. He getting there.
Yeah. He gonna be able to shoot. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need him to do too much else, but he gonna be able to shoot.
Yeah.
But, I'm a G on that. If I could switch, I'm going to go this state to the fight.
Hey. It's playoff basketball. Like watching these games now, you actually see the difference between regular season ball, playoff ball. Like it's
and Draymond just hit a 3,
hustling, trying to play deep. Golden State is averaging 124 a game right now, and they're cooking. Jordan Poole is almost averaging 30 a game right now for the playoffs. Steph Curry doing his regular season 25.
Coming off the bench. I mean, who better to come off the bench? You know what I'm saying? Like, who better?
Yeah.
Man, I really didn't want to go against Steph, but I just didn't know what his injury status was. I didn't know because I just didn't know, and I didn't really want to go against Steph. I love Steph, the shimmy and all that. He been shimmying out there. Willie over there shimmying and shit. Yeah, he been doing that. So I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad if Denver goes home. I mean, so I'm not mad at it. But this does go back to show, and I think we spoke about it like a show or two before, when Adam Silver was saying that he wanted all the players to be playing like late in the season. Now they playing late in the season, and now you don't have Luka, and now you've lost Devin Booker, and you lost Middleton. Although I'm sure they rested a little bit towards the end of the season, but I don't know. Steph got hurt, so
Draymond Green happened in the playoffs though. Like, Middleton's joint Booker, he happened in the playoffs, so he wasn't rested.
Yeah.
Like Lucas for the joint, and that was like last game of the season, right?
Yeah, Lucas was the last game. Luke Kennard shit was the last game of the season. Steph shit was like a week or two before the season ended. So, I mean, injuries are part of the game, but I mean, imagine if Luka wasn't playing, he would have been in the series, showing Willie why he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? But
I would have loved to have still, or I would still love to have seen. But I mean, make me a believer, just like with Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Make me a believer.
Yeah. Man, Luka almost averaged a triple-double for the season. What else you want him to do?
If you want You want to put him in elite category? He got to do elite shit, like win championships, or at
Oh
least
man,
get
shit, it's a lot of elite players that ain't win championships though.
or haven't got close to it.
Now he hasn't got close to it. He ain't got close to it. I give you that. He do need to get. He got to get it. But every time he go into the playoffs, he hurt. So I get you on that point. I get you.
Shit do happen. Like Forrest Gump, shit happens. But yeah.
I mean, shit. When he was, he could every time he played the Clippers, he cooked them. He was cooking them in the playoffs. So, I'm not gonna put him in elite status right now, but I think he's on his way. I mean, he gonna get there. Don't worry. He got time, Willie. He young. He got time.
Who we talking about?
Luka.
You talking about Luka now? Yeah. I think he's there for me.
He there for you?
I'm telling you, man.
Hypno Jokic.
More in the playoff. I agree. He's got to do more. He's got to win more games in the playoffs. He's got this. I mean, regular season, he had them at the 3 seed, right?
Yeah, he was an MVP candidate. He was putting up a triple-double almost.
He did the regular season right. Let's see what he does this playoffs.
Well, we ain't gonna see him this playoffs. We can count that out.
They're saying they're targeting game 4. No, Ben Simmons game 4. Luka's they say maybe game 3, but I don't think.
Yeah, Luka ain't playing, man. I'm gonna ask y'all this since we talking about pressure in playoffs. Which NBA player y'all think has the most pressure to be successful in these playoffs?
I'm trying like stuck. If you got in there, you can shoot it for sure. But
I'm saying James Harden.
Oh
Your
man,
man's in him in Philly.
Yeah, I mean, I like James. I really think that if Philly gonna pull it off like I would like Philly to do, that he most definitely gonna have to show up. But I really don't know if he ever. For me, I don't know if he had the most pressure. I think it probably was Chris Paul, or it still is Chris Paul. I think it's Chris Paul.
Why you say Chris Paul?
Because to win a ring, you know what I'm saying? To win a ring, I think he really had the opportunity to win it last year, but it just wasn't his time. I believe all things happen in due time and for a reason. So I can't say like, oh, he was, but I mean the expectation for me and James Harden never really was there. Like I like James, he's excited player. He do good shit. He do nice shit. But once again, like you gotta win, man. Like, and until you win,
throw that money. Well,
I mean, a lot of people that got the money though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is why I say James Harden. I say James Harden because he forced his way out of Houston, right? He got to Brooklyn. They got into the playoffs last year. He got hurt. Then he forced his way out of Brooklyn, right? Now he's saying he's in Philly. That's where he wanted to be the whole time. This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. You got a really good team. You got who I think is going to probably win the MVP in Joel Embiid. You playing with him. Probably the best team you've had, bro. You gotta when the money's on the line, bro. Just like you said with Luka. I mean, didn't they name James Harden as the top 75 player?
They did.
Yeah, man. You gotta do something, bro. You done forced your way out of 2 teams, man. You gotta do something, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I say he's got the most pressure. I was kind of with you with Chris Paul too. He was like my second player because I felt like the window is closing. It's closing for him. It's getting real, that window getting real tight. So, but I think James Harden.
James always been the underachiever to me. You know what I'm saying? I relate to him, but he always been the underachiever to me. I never really, I ain't never looked at him like that.
Call my man an underachiever, yeah?
Like I said, I relate to him. I relate to him.
Former MVP, that motherfucker's an underachiever.
I would say it like that, but I would have to say so.
I don't think. Feel you though.
I don't think Philly is the best team he's been on. You know what I'm saying? Like he been on the OKC squad. You know, he been on the Houston squad was a better team. Fuck the Brooklyn squad he just got off is a better team than the Philly team. You know what I'm saying? With him on the kind of sort of. So he didn't have plenty of squads. It's just you know he just I don't know, man. Sometimes we're okay with being okay.
Okay. He's definitely there. I ain't gonna say he's okay with it, but he got his bag and he got the strip club.
Talking about Willie's best team, that's where I think the pressure is. It's on KD and Kyrie, man. They got like they're the last two guys standing out there in Brooklyn, and the expectations sky high for them. They got pressure because I got money. Nah, I wish I had money on them. That's why I had the Nets coming out the East, so they got a lot of pressure on them right there.
So I'm assuming you had Brooklyn winning that series.
I still have Brooklyn winning that series.
Okay.
Still
okay.
have Brooklyn.
So you took the next question away from me. Do you think that Brooklyn will come back from the 0-2 deficit?
So my take is on the whole situation. Home teams, Boston, they did what
they they had to do. Exactly.
Supposed to do. But you're looking at those games for real. Brooklyn could have, should have won both of those games right there at home. There's no doubt in my mind that, and no doubt in their mind, and the coach's mind, and the whole team's mind. Like, look, we could have took both of those games there. Now, that could bite them in the ass big time because they did not take one of those games over there, if not both of them. So they're already got themselves under the 8 ball, way down below where they could have been, because they definitely win that first game if they fucking play defense the whole game, the last 5 seconds. And you had a huge lead the second game, and y'all let them come back like that. Like, those are 2 games, and KD's playing like some boo-boo. Like, that's
man, we've never seen KD have 2 back-to-back bad games like this. This is, and I'm not gonna sit here and criticize KD. It's just uncharacteristic. Like, he's had like 6 turnovers both games, and I mean, some of the turnovers is just like nobody's even reaching. He's just losing the ball, and I'm like,
does his movement look fluent? His movement does not look fluent to me, and that's what worries me about this Brooklyn squad. His movement looks like his legs look like they've been used. Nah, he don't look like the same KD to me. He looked like he looked used and done in some sense. And I say that KD is a hell of a scorer, hell of a player. But when you say he's losing the ball and things of that nature, I don't know, man. It feels like something going on. You know what I'm saying? I
just think he's trying to. Of course, you're trying to get your team. You're trying to get rhythm. You're trying to do everything to get yourself inserted in the game. I think sometimes he just was probably doing too much, or maybe overthinking it, or he said he's trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that they're playing defense, like first game, they were doing a lot of pushing and they were playing super physical. So,
playoff ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think KD will be okay. It was just uncharacteristic to see him off. I mean, he still had 27, but I mean, he got it at the free throw line for the most part. But
he looked off, really. He does look off to me. Not just his game, the way he's moving look off to me.
Hey, KD, you heard that, right? Your movement.
I mean, he gonna score. You know what I'm saying? Like say KD, he gonna score. He's skilled. You know what I'm saying? He's highly skilled. He can. Man, I used to have this old head back in the day. He wasn't that old, but he was my man father and shit back in the day. Like I said, from the free throw line, we'd be playing 21-33. He win the game from the free throw line. You understand? He could shoot. You know what I'm saying? He was a shooter. So KD gonna score, but in all honesty, all jokes aside, man, it just looked like he doesn't have the same. And I expected to catch up at first. You know what I'm saying? When he first came back from these injuries, like he was dunking and shit. He was flying through the middle. You know what I'm saying? He was cutting through the hole. He's not doing that right now. Most of this shit coming.
No, go ahead.
Most of this shit, you know, is jump shots. You know, his dribble, he ain't getting to his spots that he want to get to like that for real. For as far as I'm saying it, I mean,
So you think he may be tired? You think he's, you know, like just tired from the lot of minutes that he's been playing, or?
I mean, KD is not a spring chicken, as my grandma used to say, but he's not a spring chicken though, boy. And he done had some injuries, man. And he's a long body, man, long frail body. We can pause, but he's long and frail. He ain't hard and. All right, go ahead, but yeah, he's long.
You go ahead, man. Try to clear up your sentence, but yeah, I feel you. He don't have no weight on him. You know what I'm saying? I think he gets home. I think he's gonna figure it out, and I think he's gonna.
I would love
get
to
back
see
to
it.
being KD, and I'm with G. I think that Brooklyn will come back and win the series. Boston did what they were supposed to do. They won 2 at home. So we're gonna see, man.
Celtics and 6.
We're gonna see what happens when they come back to Brooklyn. They got to win both of these. They got to win all the games in Brooklyn. Obviously, that's a fact.
They're not gonna do it.
One big factor right now: Al freaking Horford. The man is averaging 18 and 10.
He out there. He feeling young. Unlike KD, he feeling young out there.
He's a spring chicken right now.
I seen him out there hanging on the swoop on the shit.
He got defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart. I mean, playoff basketball, playoff defense. It makes a big. All these big teams that make runs, they got those dogs on defense. Like they have the people that play defense, and that's why they're signed. And we got them because of playoff ball, and that's the reason. It's huge.
Well, Brooklyn's dog is about to enter the fight. Mr. Ben Simmons, as G mentioned earlier in the show, is coming back. Game 4. They think he might get 15 to 20 minutes. So do y'all think that once Brooklyn, I bring him off, you know what I'm saying? He has an effect on the game?
He'll definitely have an effect on the game. Hopefully a positive way for Brooklyn. I mean, we know he don't need to shoot. That's the thing. He don't need to shoot. All he needs to do is
cut to the basket.
The defensive guy, run to the basket, throw it down, play defense, hustle your ass, and that's all you need from him, really. He can just cause havoc. That's 6 extra fouls you can throw on somebody right there. Pretty much.
Yeah, you could put him on Tatum or Jaylen Brown and save Kevin Durant, you know, his energy so he can get some shots off. And you got another ball handler. He can bring the ball up court, and Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? And Kyrie and those guys can come off the pick. So it's definitely about to get real interesting, man. Like you said, Al Horford is out there doing his thing. I actually have a problem with Steve Nash, though. I have a problem with Steve Nash and his coaching. I don't think he's utilizing his bench like he should be. I don't think he's utilizing LaMarcus Aldridge. He's not even playing this guy. And I think it's interesting because if you run like the pick and roll, you create space and you can help KD and Kyrie, but you're not even putting this dude in the game. And Steve Nash just looks like he has no idea what he's doing as he's coaching.
As a coach, I'm about to say he is stiff like his hair. Yeah.
He has no clue, bro. Like no clue whatsoever. It looks like he makes no adjustments. It looks like he just says, "Hey, y'all go out there, y'all play basketball,
play ball, run them out the gym." You know what I'm saying? Play like you in middle school or some shit. Just go play ball.
If you don't know what to do, give the ball to KD or Kyrie and get out the way.
That maybe was what I see in KD. He may be tired, like you say.
I didn't say he was tired. I was just trying to make sure. I think he's gonna have to. I think he's gonna come back phenomenal game. I think he's gonna ball out in Brooklyn.
I think they done at 6.
Okay.
If they make it there. It's like, nah.
Possible sweep?
No, I think Brooklyn will get one.
Okay. You said 6. G said Brooklyn in 6 or 7.
I said Brooklyn in 7. I got Brooklyn in 7.
I got Brooklyn in 7 too. So we even on that one. Let's go to the next matchup. We got who do we have? Who's the number 2 seed in the
Is that the Miami Giant?
Miami? Yeah, there you go.
Boston's number
Yeah,
2.
yeah. Boston's number 3. We started off on the wrong seed, but yeah, Miami and Atlanta. As my man Shaq would say. Who you got, man? Who you got, Willie?
Sheesh, man. I think Trey a dog. I think he a dog, but I think I go Miami. I think I go
Jimmy
Miami.
motherfucking buckets, baby. Just dropped 45 on him.
Yeah, he gonna have to do that. For them to be a contender, I believe he gonna have to do that almost every night. Though he gonna have to get up there every night. He gonna have to be that player that he was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think they take it. Even though I think Trey a dog, and I think he's one of those players you can't really count out. So I wouldn't put nothing past. And especially if his team come play with him.
Yeah, they go home. I think they was like 20-3 after the All-Star break at home. So it's something at home that get them going. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. G, who you got, man? Tell me who you got.
Hey, watching the Heat play ball, that's a team that's gonna cause problems for everybody we play. As a team playing together. I feel like on offense definitely Jimmy's the key thing. But on defense, they got PJ Tucker. That's why they got PJ Tucker. He plays defense. He causes fucking problems, and he's just out there like, look, I'm out here to fuck shit up, and nothing's gonna be easy out here. And y'all follow my lead, and that's the type of guy Jimmy Butler is too, I think. And that's why people that maybe they don't get along with him around the league if they're one on the teams. Well, he's like, look, y'all fucking hustle your asses off, go after everything. Jimmy Butler is on will fucking dive on the ball. Like I like that kind of style when you're playing ball. If I'm on the pickup court with you, I'm gonna do everything I fucking can to win. If you ain't doing that shit, bye. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's true. They got some dogs over there. They definitely got Jimmy Bucket.
Cal Lowry.
One of them.
Cal Lowry.
Lowry.
Everybody on the roster, they got a nice roster, man. They're trouble. Like these Hawks average 113 in the season. They're averaging less than 100 points a game right now. That's partly because Trae Young the first game had 8 points. That ain't gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it.
Yeah, they was
second of all, they ain't got Capella. So I think Capella and Trae Young had like one of the highest connection percentages in the league. I think that plays a huge factor, even just with them getting rebounds and second chance points, and even playing Bam Adebayo. And I had Miami. I think I had them at 6, but I like Trey, but I think Trey is doing. I think it's similar with Durant. Like I think sometimes he's trying a little bit too hard. I think the other game he had damn near like 10 turnovers. Like
he feel like he got to do it all.
He went from one of the least turnover teams, not the least turnover, but one of the lower turnover teams. They're averaging from 11 to almost 19 a game right now for the last 2 games. That's Miami.
Yeah, that's the defense, man. I got Miami in 6, so I think we all clear on that. We got Miami winning this series. So let's go to the next one. We already spoke about Brooklyn and Boston. Let's go to who's the 3rd seed?
Bucks. Who are the Bucks at?
Yeah, it's the Bucks in Chicago.
Shot-town.
Yeah, man. Who you got, man? Who you got, Willie? And this series just got interesting with Chris Middleton being out. They said he's gonna be out for the rest of the series. So
yeah.
Who you got, man?
I'm sticking with the Bucks. I think Bledsoe steps up. Well, who the fuck over there? Who they point out over there?
They got Drew Holiday.
Holiday.
Yeah.
I call him Holiday. Yeah, I think Holiday steps up, and I think he do what he needs to do. And I think Giannis and then you got Lopez over there. I'm sticking with the Bucks. You know, it may take them a little bit longer. It may take them 6, but I'm going with the Bucks in 6.
All right. G.
Woo, woo, woo. Upset alert here. This is where I'm going right here, man. I'm going with Chicago, Chi-Town, MVP candidate DeMar DeRozan. I think they got the pieces to beat the Bucks. I was making this upset pick before I knew Chris Middleton was out. I'm on Facebook calling that out earlier.
Yeah, so, on my page, or on the group page, man. Y'all be sure y'all join that group page on Facebook too. The Man Cave Sport Group. Go ahead, G.
They got the pieces that need to do the work. Pretty much. DeRozan, he's a scorer. He also plays defense. Levine,
got 41.
He ain't doing enough. Vujicic, he's having a hell of a series so far, and he's gonna be their difference maker. I think that's something they were missing last year, and they never had the true big man for them. And now they added DeRozan and Vujicic. He's averaging 24 and 15 right now in the playoffs. Patrick Williams having big playoffs right now, and Alex Caruso is averaging 8 and 6 too. Like they're having great playoff games at the right time for the Bulls, and that's big for them. Their averages are a little bit off, kind of thing, and that's the thing. Like their average 3-point percentage in the regular season is at 37%. They're shooting 30% right now. They're not even having great shooting right now. The Bulls aren't. So if the Bulls can catch fire, they're gonna be even more trouble for the Bucks. The Bucks are right around their averages. They're below their averages too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's been a defensive series, man. A lot of misses.
Hey, that's what it's gonna come down to. And Middleton's out. Who's gonna step up for Middleton there? They don't have Divincenko no more.
Nah, it's gonna be Pat Connaughton.
Yeah, Pat Connaughton. I don't see him stepping up as much. Brook Lopez has stepped up though. He's averaging 21 and 5.
I'm gonna give you a name, Grayson Allen.
Put your foot out, trip him.
Bobby Portis. That's crazy. Right. I actually had Milwaukee, man. I had Milwaukee. I actually really thought that this series would go in 5. Me being honest, before Chris Middleton got hurt, I actually thought that Chicago was gonna get swept. Not that they don't have a good team. Chicago is just haven't beat the big teams. You know what I'm saying? They've like 0-5 against like the top 5 teams in the East. So, I just didn't have faith in them that they were gonna come into the playoffs and all of a sudden, voila, switch the shit overnight. But we're gonna keep an eye on your upset alert.
Hey, like you said, the Bucks were 4-0 against them in the regular season.
Yeah.
We had 2 close games and 2 20-point blowouts. So, but like I preach no matter where I'm at, you get your foot on the dance floor in the playoffs, it don't matter what happens. Things start clicking.
Yeah, because this next one, Willie got on me real hard about this. Pause. He got on me about this when I made the pick. He said, "Man, what? So on the Philly Toronto series, I had picked Toronto, I think in 6 or 7. I think it was 6. And man, did they fucking
Toronto
let me down.
6.
I had Toronto in 6. And he was like, "What you mean Toronto in 6?" And I said, I don't trust Philly. I don't trust Doc Rivers as much as I like him as a coach. I don't trust him, man. Like, he's known to blow 3-1 leads, but obviously Philly will probably win this series. I think Toronto is, after Joel Embiid hit the last turnaround step back 3, had his little Kawhi moment in Toronto. I think Toronto is done, man. I don't think they have any fight too much left. So I'll probably have to take that L with my Denver Nuggets pick as well. So go ahead, Willie. Tell us who you had in this series.
I had Philly. I'm going with Philly. I'm going with Philly all the way. You know what I'm saying? I think James Harden need to show up, like I said, but I don't expect him to do it on his own. Just show up. You know what I'm saying? Just show up to play, and I think they got a nice shot to win it all. That's yeah, Toronto, man. I don't.
He said,
Toronto, the team that I feel like. I mean,
They'll scare you. They'll scare you. There ain't no Raptor.
don't show Devin Booker no Raptor.
The one that run across the water, Jay.
I don't.
Man.
Yeah,
they was the sleeper team, man. They look like they've been sleeping in the playoffs because them motherfuckers ain't been awake. They played pretty good the last game, but the first two games, I was just like, damn, y'all made me look bad as shit, man.
What's the light skinned dude name? Vanderbilt. What's his name?
Van Fleet.
Say it again.
Van Fleet.
What, he like French or some shit? Where he from?
Fred Van Fleet. I know he's from Wichita State from college.
Hold on, man. We got smartphones, man. Hold on.
Yeah. Hey, I'm the Sixers. They're looking damn good right now. Embiid, he's the MVP in my eyes, no doubt about it for me. And to be up 3-0 right here, I think they're gonna sweep. I picked them in 5, but I think they're just gonna take him to the shed right here. Just get it over with after this game.
He's actually from
I say Rockford,
Illinois.
Maybe Creole or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, man, and his bloodline. Yeah, man. Philly looks dominant, man. So they gonna make me look bad. I mean, it's not over yet. Doc hasn't been known to blow leads. So,
it's not over. It's not over for sure.
It's close. It's damn sure close, man. So, well, with that all being said, I'm gonna ask y'all, what's your NBA Finals predictions?
I'm still
go first.
My bad. Now you go ahead, G.
Me? Oh man, I gotta go first shit.
You don't know yet?
I got mine.
Okay.
I'm going. I know my finals prediction on previous joint was Warriors and Nets, and I don't like switching things up too much. Even though I switched my Jazz series up, I'm definitely sticking with the Warriors on the West side, no doubt. Warriors on the West. I'm sticking out. Stay true to my word. I don't want to be a flip-flopper motherfucker, So we're going with Brooklyn. Brooklyn 1A, Miami Heat 1B.
All right. So either Brooklyn or Miami coming out the East against the Warriors.
Like the Heat. Yeah, the Heat. I mean, the East tough though. The East is tough.
I like your pick, honestly, Willie. I didn't want to piggyback on that 76ers. But me and Jay were saying all this trash in the beginning. Once they made that trade, Brooklyn's gonna take it. Brooklyn's gonna take it. So I'm sticking with him right now.
I said Brooklyn. I know Brooklyn. Well, I said Brooklyn was gonna beat Philly if they played in the playoffs. One of my homeboys is on me now.
6.
In 6. Yeah. One of my homeboys is on me now because I said, man, Brooklyn to beat the Celtics in a 7-game series. So I'm over here,
That was far from over too. Like I said, the East is nice. I like what the East bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of dogs in that fight over there. And none of them is over. Well, that's not over yet. That Brooklyn is most definitely not out of it, but Celtics look good.
Jay's Raptors pick is out though, definitely.
Yeah, ooh, wait till I see Drake. Wait till I see Drake.
They ain't been over there yet. I'm about to say, where his ass been at this whole playoffs?
He was over there last game talking with Embiid, talking shit, you know what I'm saying? Walking in the locker room with Embiid. Let me hit him on Twitter right quick, man. The fuck is going on up there in the 6? So
I don't think I watched the last game. They up. What's that series? 3-0?
3-0.
Oh yeah. So the sweep coming.
We're gonna see. What's your pick, Willie? You ain't give me no pick though, man.
I'm staying with Philly, and I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go with Golden State. I initially had Phoenix. I initially had Phoenix. I'm gonna go with Golden State.
Okay,
Even
well,
though
I guess that leaves
they
me.
they don't have a big man don't jump out to me when I think of Golden State. That's the only thing.
Draymond.
Draymond, I mean,
Nah, he ain't no big man, man. He try to play like one, or he match up against the big guys, but yeah, we're gonna see.
yeah, I think they get it done. Cause I think they get it done. I think they just outscore every motherfucking body.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. They in a dog fight right now. They up 3 on Denver right now. I actually had Milwaukee and Phoenix. Coincidentally, both of them have injuries. You know what I'm saying?
Are you the Drake curse?
I don't know, man. I feel like it. I told y'all this back in this when we was picking Super Bowl picks, man. I feel like every team I pick, I feel like I jinxed them, man. So
damn,
man,
don't let them hear this. Like, don't let me stop.
this shit too late. It's on wax, man. Don't. Shit.
Oh boy,
man. But I still, I'm gonna stay true to. I know Giannis had a knee sprain. Back when they won the chip, I think it was an ACL, or he had a similar sprain to Chris Middleton, and he was able to come back and dog shit. But I think Milwaukee is still get it done. It's not gonna be easy, but I think they can. I think they get it done. Same with Phoenix. I think they find a way, and they get it done, man. So that's my pick. Milwaukee and Phoenix. Hopefully both Devin and Chris Middleton can come back and pick up where they left off and prove me wrong and get this Drake jinx off my shoulders. So I was gonna ask y'all with the young talent in the league, who do you see as the face of the NBA within the next 5 years between LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, Luka, and Trae Young? Who do you see as like that? Like when you say the NBA, you think of, you know what I'm saying? Out of those 5,
collaborative. I think of them as a unit. I see the NBA as I don't really see it as a one man face, you know what I'm saying, any longer. I think it's a lot of talent, a lot of talent, and I think that they each seem to find they lane in their market and able to capitalize on things. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lot of talent. I think it a little bit reminiscent of the '80s when you had like your Dominique over there, then you had your Larry and over here, your Magic over there, then Mike came over here, and Carl and them over there. I think they all gonna find their own lane.
Okay.
I agree with you on that, Willie. I don't see one face showing out more than the other almost in the league. If I like Luka, I like Ja a lot. I think Ja definitely everybody's already hopping on his bandwagon real quick right now, and for good reason. The man play. He's on the court. He's all over the court. He's above the court, every which way. He's killing it. LaMelo. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of showmanship. I don't think his score is not there up for me yet for him, but he's more like, I guess, more like Chris Paul wise kind of thing. I feel like, you know.
I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Y'all heard it first on the Man Cave podcast. LaMelo Ball is gonna be a Los Angeles Laker in the next 2 to 3 years. Mark my word.
Does LeBron trade for him? Is he there?
LeBron will probably be playing with Bronny somewhere.
He trade LeBron for that pick to pick Bronny.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out. Don't give me the line, but I do see, like, if you watch LaMelo play, he just looks like he plays like Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, he belongs with the Lakers.
Like what his brother was supposed to do over there.
Yeah, and I mean, Lonzo isn't bad. He just
No, not at all.
But LaMelo has always been like that, though. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but since y'all came up with this corporate answer of both all of them are gonna be the face of the NBA. If y'all had to pick,
if that was to be one, it would be Ja.
Nah, okay, but if you was to start a team and you had to pick between those five, y'all gonna give me a pick. Who would you start? Which player are you choosing to start your team with out of that five?
We had Ja, we had Edwards.
You had
Trey.
Ja, you had Edwards, you had Trey, you had Luka, and you had LaMelo.
I'm going Ja.
You going Ja? I know you wasn't going Luka.
I started to start my answer like that, but I'm gonna get a man some respect.
I
know I shouldn't even said his name.
I'm gonna go Luka. Actually, I'm gonna go Luka just because what he does on the court. He's a walking triple double every night. He's
true.
As long as he don't come out of training camp fat like he did this season and stay in shape and learn. That's what it takes to be the best type joint. Then I stick with Luka. Mike had a talk with him at the All-Star game. He said, "Look,
that made me want to pay a little bit more attention to him."
Well, when he was fat.
Nah, well, Mike came over there. Well, Mike acknowledged the talent.
Yeah, he with the Jordan brand.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that
Jordan
either.
Brand. Yeah. So Mike said, man, all that turkey shit you eat, man, all them glizzies you eat, man, in Texas, man. Put that shit down, bro. Like, put the glizzies down, Luka. So, yeah, man, he been hooping ever since he put the glizzies down, man. So he might be eating the glizzy now because he hurt though, but yeah. So I don't know, man. So I would probably pick Luka as well. I like Ja. I really enjoy watching Ja.
Ooh,
I really like Ja, but if I had to start a team just on his, physicality. So
Luka physicality?
No, just the way that he's built. Like he's a big guard, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he don't play no defense though. That's a prop. But I like Anthony Edwards though. Don't sleep on Anthony Edwards. I think you give Anthony Edwards another year or two, I think he's gonna be a real dog. And he is solid. He played defense, so yeah, Anthony Edwards, man.
That's why I picked Edwards, because I think he took a little bit more time to develop, but he most definitely probably got a good opportunity to surpass them. He most definitely got the build. You know what I'm saying? He bigger than him. He gonna bully them. Yeah. But he took a little bit of time to develop.
Yeah, give him another year. He be all right. He be there. So yeah, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to throw in there? Any other sport? Any last words y'all got out there?
We on Apple Podcasts. What?
Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're everywhere, baby.
And you can catch all 9 episodes on Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and you can now see our faces on YouTube going from here on out. So y'all make sure y'all check us out. I want to also send a special condolences to a gentleman, a young man, a friend, Nelson Loomis. We lost him yesterday, so I want to send a prayers and condolences to his friends and family, man. Make sure y'all spend time and tell those that you love them and spend time with them, man. Again, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube. Check us out on social media, 613 Faye Productions. On Twitter, Facebook, 613 Faye Productions. On 613 Faye DMV on IG. Check me out, Jae Jones, on all social medias. That's Willie P on Facebook. G Money Man Cave on Twitter.
Hey,
and
we made it easy for y'all. We can find us everywhere.
Everywhere,
baby.
Everywhere.
Sports Podcast.
And we out of there. Shut the door on their ass. See y'all next week. Holla.